In this video we're going to look at multiplying fractions. Now believe it or not, multiplying fractions is the easiest out of the four operations. Whether you're adding, subtracting, multiplying or dividing. And there's just one simple rule. Multiply straight across. So I'll show you. The first example is 1/2 times 1/2. You multiply the numerators, them two numbers, and you multiply the denominators, the bottom numbers. Do the fraction line. 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. And we know 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. The second example is 1/2 times 1/3. There's your fraction line. And as before, you multiply straight across, multiply the top numbers, and multiply straight across at the bottom, multiply the bottom numbers. 1 times 1 and 2 times 3. Fraction line. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 3 is 6. So 1/2 times 1/3 is 1/6. Now I'm going to do one more question. 4/5 times 1/6. There's my fraction line. Multiply straight across, so the top numbers you multiply and the bottom numbers you multiply. 4 times 1, 4 times 1, 5 times 6, 5 times 6. Fraction line. 4 times 1 is 4, and 5 times 6 is 30. Now it's useful to know your times tables, so start learning your times tables and your maths becomes much easier. Now I want you to look at this. I can simplify this. So let me go here, 4/30. Now I can see that they're both even numbers. So I can divide the numerator or the top number by 2. And whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So I have to divide this by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 30 divided by 2 is 15. So I can say 4/5 times 1/6 is 2/15. Now I want you to try these 8 questions and remember to show you're working out, and also if you can simplify the fraction, simplify it fully. You can pause the video and then go through the solution. The timestamps are below. So the first question is 1/2 times 1/2. Put the fraction line down and we multiply across. We multiply straight across. 1 times 1, 1 times 1, and 2 times 2, 2 times 2. And 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. Now the next question is 2/10 times 1/3. And multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. So the top number times the top number, and the bottom number times the bottom number. So we put the fraction line down. 2 times 1. 2 times 1. And 10 times 3. 10 times 3. 2 times 1 is 2. 10 times 3 is 30. Now, if I look carefully, I can simplify this, and I know that they're both even numbers. So I can divide the top number by 2, and whatever I do to the top number, I have to do to the bottom number. I have to divide this by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So 2/10 times 1/3 is 1/15. Now the third question is 1/3 times 1/3. Again, you multiply straight across, so it's 1 times 1, and you multiply straight across, 3 times 3. Put the fraction line down. 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 3 times 3, 3 times 3. Put the fraction line down. 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 3 is 9. So 1/3 times 1/3 is 1/9. Now the next question is 4/5 times 2/5. Fraction line. We multiply straight across. 4 times 2. 4 times 2. 5 times 5. 5 times 5. Fraction line. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 5 is 25. Now I can't simplify this any further. So 4/5 times 2/5 is 8/25. Now the next question is 1/2 times 3/6. Put the fraction line down. 1 times 3. 1 times 3. 2 times 6. 2 times 6. Put my fraction line down. 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 6 is 12. Now I can see straight away that they're both in the 3 times table, so I can simplify this fraction. So I'm going to divide the numerator, or the top number, by 3. And whatever I do to the top number, I have to do to the bottom number. It has to be the same number I divide by. So I'm going to divide the 12 by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 1/2 times 3/6 is 1/4. Now the next question is 1/2 times 2/3. So I do the fraction line. 1 times 2, 1 times 2, and 2 times 3, 2 times 3. Fraction line. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Now I can see I can simplify this because they're both even. I can divide the top number by 2, and I can divide the bottom number by 2. And remember, we said whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. Put the equal sign down and the fraction line. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I can say 1/2 times 2/3 is 1/3. The next question is 1/3 times 9/9. Okay, so I'm going to do the fraction line and we multiply straight across. 1 times 9. 1 times 9. 3 times 9. 3 times 9. Put the fraction line down. Now this is where it's important to learn your times tables. So 1 times 9 is 9. And 3 times 9 is 27. Now I can see straight away that they're both in the 9 times table. So I can simplify this fraction. I can divide the numerator or the top number by 9. And whatever I do to the top number, I have to do the same to the bottom number. So I have to divide this by 9. I can't divide it by any other number. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. And 27 divided by 9 is 3. So 1/3 times 9/9 is 1/3. Now the final question is 6/7 times 6/7. I'm going to do this slightly differently. I'm going to multiply across, but I'm going to do it in one step. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 7 is 49. Now I can't simplify this any further. So 6/7 times 6/7 is 36/49. And now because you've been so good, let's see if you can do these as an extra bonus.